Hello, NutriFriends! Today we'll be joined by an inspiring power woman who's a full-time lawyer, a mother of two, and a competitive marathoner. She has a lot on her plate, but health and fitness and herself remain priorities. How does she do it? Let's hear all about it. Hello, thank you so much, Olive, for agreeing to join us and do this tell-all. How are you feeling today?
Good. Actually, my two boys just took a 2 hour and 3 hour nap, so I'm also rested.
Okay, so I've known you for I think at least a couple of decades, and ever since I've always been amazed at your fitness level, about the marathons that you do. I know we flashed it earlier in our intro. How did you get into this? Were you always into fitness? Were you always a sporty person? Tell us all about it.
Actually, I wasn't really a competitive runner. I just loved running even before. So I studied in UP for 8 years. And then after class, we would usually run with my boyfriend at that time, now my husband. And then eventually, when I became a lawyer after office, it was sort of my outlet. And then I joined my first race in 2008. I think it was a 10K road race. It was a contour run. And I just, there were so many females who run past me. And then I just realized after the run, you know what, I think I can definitely run faster. So I just started to run competitively after that. So I joined a marathon. My first marathon was in 2009. When I finished my first marathon, I thought I could finish in sub 4 hours. So that was my next goal. And then after so many failed attempts, I finally got that elusive sub 4 in 2013 in Korea. And then right after that run, I thought, you know what? I think I can definitely get a Boston qualifying time. But then after Korea, I got pregnant with my first son. So then my running career took a backseat.
Okay, so just to give me, of course, and our viewers an idea, what is your daily or regular fitness regimen like?
You know, let me just go back to the pre-pandemic when I had a very good routine before all this craziness started. So my day, I'm a morning person, so my day usually starts at 5 a.m. I would breastfeed Harvey. At that time, he was 1. And then after that, I would walk to the gym. I would either attend a spin class or lift weights, and then walk back home, have breakfast, a quick one, because I have to breastfeed Harvey again, and then take a quick shower, and then I would be dropped off at the office at 9. So 9 to 12, I would work. And then at 12, I would walk to the gym. This is another gym, which is near my office.
Wait, did I hear that correctly? You work out twice a day.
Yes. I love lifting weights. So I couldn't squeeze in cardio and weights in one go. I would lift weights or do a spin class. So that's my lunch break. It's 45 minutes. So I'd work from 1 to 5, and then I'd get picked up at the office at 5, and then 5 to 9 is just my mommy duties, wife duties, home things. But when we got into lockdowns, I actually gained 5 to 8 pounds at the start, I think at the first few weeks. And then I said, I think I have to take control back. And I established a new routine. We got an I actually already have an indoor cycling bike, but we replaced it with a better one. That bike, the old one, I really love that for sentimental reasons, because when I was pregnant with both with Brandon and Harvey, I didn't go to the gym much, so I was just do my bike at home. And then now I'm enrolled in an online class, Saddle Row. I love it. By the way, I'm going to invite you actually to join us. Okay. So it's a good investment. And actually, we also got a rower, and tomorrow is my first class. I'm so excited for that rowing class.
So you actually try different cardio, because I know you do some dance as well. I think I saw that in one of your posts.
Yes. Well, the dance is just a couple of seconds. It's actually just for fun. But yes, you're right. I always try to, switch things up. That's my son's game. If you can hear that, he's playing something on
nice
his computer.
Background music. Thank you.
My main thing is really running. Spinning is more of for cross training, and of course, weightlifting is my staple. But now it's not heavy lifting like how I used to do it. Like I used to squat rack. Now I just have some free weights at home.
So, did you ever have to consult a professional trainer, or did you just figure this out on your own?
I just I'm a master Googler, so I just Google everything.
Mm-hmm.
And also my husband, he used to be into fitness also, but then he's semi-retired now. I'm encouraging him to go back.
Maybe because you
And
cook well,
I
right?
wish. Um,
Oh, speaking
and I
of
can also,
cooking, do you follow any diet? I mean, of course, your exercise level is very intense.
well, I try to stay away from processed foods,
Mm-hmm.
but I don't starve myself. I learned that now as I'm older. After workout, I usually have 3 eggs and some veggie on the side. That's my usual breakfast. And then for lunch is I have a huge salad, and just the usual, maybe
Mm-hmm.
protein like chicken or pork chop or whatever,
Mm-hmm.
or bulalo, or beef with
Yes.
beef stew. And I stay away from snacks because usually when I start, like once I pop, I can't stop.
I think
Like,
everyone, I'm guilty of that as well. But I'm amazed. I mean, I think you do this every day, right? Were you always this structured, or this just, this was a habit you just took on as you delved into your running career, your fitness running career?
well, I'm a creature of habit. Going back, let's see, when I was in a law firm, it's after office, I would go straight to the gym. So I would always have a routine because it has to be something like clockwork. So I don't need motivation every day. Sometimes even if I don't feel like doing it, I'm so used to it that it's automatic, like brushing my teeth. So after office, even if I have something to do, I would leave it and then I would go to the gym. And after gym, I would just wait, work for another 3 to 4 hours. But
Mm-hmm.
it's like an important meeting that I can't miss. So it's something that I do for myself. So it's part of my system. It's and that's usually what I tell my friends. If you want to start something, you have to make a specific time for it, not just I'll work out tomorrow. What time?
Mm-hmm.
Well, I'm not sure, but I'll find time. But to me, I don't even have to think about it if I'll work out or not because it's already part of my day.
I like what you said about, it being clockwork, because I do know you can run in the treadmill for up to 4 hours straight without TV, without listening to sounds. How do you do it? I mean, what do you think about during those 4 hours that you're on the treadmill?
Actually, a lot of people ask me that, but I think I sometimes I really don't think about anything. Could be my meditation. the,
Okay.
I feel so relaxed. It's
Mm-hmm.
just to clear my mind. Well, of course, sometimes if I have to draft a pleading, then that I would sometimes think of those things, but then I would try to uh, avoid those thoughts
Mm-hmm.
because it makes me stressed or I lose focus. I'm already known at the gym as that girl who hoards at the treadmill. So I have this bag when I used to train for a marathon.
Mm-hmm.
So I already have a bag with 4 Gatorade with my power gels, and then so they're just so used to me.
Okay, you mentioned that it's like your meditation. So, how do you think exercise has affected other areas of your life? So what are the concrete benefits that you could say?
Well, it makes me happy, not just
Mhm.
during exercise, but after. And I also love to eat. So it's sort of a license to eat. I know it's not very good. That's not a very good approach to it. But sometimes, even during workout, I would think of like my rewards already,
Mhm,
like,
mhm,
oh,
mhm,
what I eat after, or even before, like, oh, this is actually fuel for my run. So I could
mhm,
eat this. And it just makes me confident, especially if I did my best in a workout.
mhm.
It makes me confident, even if it's not a very fast time. But let's say for a certain day, I know that I gave it my all that morning. So it's like I started my day and I'm already a winner. So in the office, I like bring it on.
Oops, before we continue, I just want to say some quick thank yous. Special shout out to Raymond, we're picking him as comment of the week, and also to Joanne, power lawyer of PLDT. This Zoom episode went smoothly thanks to you.
I know in one of your pictures, because I was looking at your marathon pictures, and I know that there's a particular marathon which you mentioned was quite special for you. I think it was the Phuket Marathon. Could you tell us more about it?
Yes, actually, that was my slowest marathon,
Mm-hmm.
but I think it changed me a lot in that I ran that 4 months after giving birth to Brandon. While I was pregnant with him, I didn't know what it was like because he was my first. So I just signed up online. I didn't know what I would feel like after giving birth or having a baby. But then I signed up, and then after I gave birth, it was okay. I was cleared to work out after 6 weeks. I was already going to the gym. So I started training. But the thing is, it's just like my body is not mine alone because I was breastfeeding him. It was taking a toll on me. I had to eat more. And then I wasn't having enough sleep. So I couldn't hit my workouts like I used to. Plus, of course, I gained so much weight that time. During the run, I was telling my husband actually that now I know what it feels like to be like to be part of the slower group. And then actually there was a point when I wanted to stop, but I just pushed through, all these mantras that I have. I just talked myself into it. And then when I finished, I said, I think I'll run another one. But then that was one of the most difficult actually. And my boobs were engorged. Actually, my finish line photo, it was so obvious that my right boob was bigger than my left because that's where Brandon feeds a lot. So, and it was actually aching during the run because I had a lot of milk. I was so much younger than compared now. So it was one of the most difficult. But then if I had to do it again, I think I would do it, but not 4 months after giving birth. I wouldn't recommend it.
But before giving birth, actually, when you were pregnant, did you still engage in exercise? How are you? I know that you gave birth sans epidural, right? I know that
Yes.
because it's another urban legend of yours. Now confirmed.
Well, I was at the conservative side. I was exercising, but I totally stopped running for both boys. When I was pregnant, when I was 32 and 36 years old, I stopped running. I just joined spin class, and then the weights that I lifted, I downgraded. So my squats, which was 60 kilos, usually I made it just 30 kilos, and I just used 10-pound dumbbells for my, but yeah, actually what was the difficult part there going to the gym when I was already 7 or 8 months pregnant are the stares from the other people that I get. But I'm like, I want to tell everyone, but my OB cleared me. So anyways, I just trusted my doctor, and yeah, but I wanted to run so much when I was pregnant.
You mentioned aches and pains. I'm sure a lot of women here who may be watching have just recently given birth. What do you advise to do about those aches and pains?
Oh, well, actually, since you mentioned it, I had unmedicated birth. I think it helped me. I mean, I recovered faster. With Harvey, I even tried the water birth. I think I recovered faster because of that. But then my advice would be to just listen to your body. Well, I didn't do that, but then I was a victim of that. That's why I want to share what should other women should do. So listen to your body, and it's okay to not get your pre-pregnancy body back. I guess it takes time, but it's worth it. I mean, at different stages in my life, I had different priorities. In fact, when I was about to give birth to Brock, I switched careers. I mean, from law firm life, which is, how it's like to be in a firm. I worked from home. I took on a government job, and I worked from home for a year and a half to take care of Brandon.
I like what you said about having different priorities at various stages in your life. So now that, you're nearing a fabulous 40, what are your other health goals? I mean, you have that fabulous body. We are not short of pictures. But yes, what other health and fitness goals do you still have?
Well, now in a few months, actually in October, you're right, I'll be 40, but I think I'm still healthy to have more babies. So that's actually
that's a health and reproductive goal.
And I haven't given up on my Boston Marathon dream. And even until, I don't know, I want to join Brandon because he's a great swimmer. I want to join in a triathlon relay with him, even if I'm already in my 50s or 60s. And or you like that? And maybe up until I'm a grandma, who knows?
Okay, any other pieces of advice, concrete advice, words of encouragement that you can impart to fellow women and perhaps even men who also want to get into fitness regardless of age and level of busyness, so to speak?
Well, this is my favorite Instagram sticker. It's do what you love. So in working out, I love running. It excites me. So every morning I'm excited to run. So just find something which excites you. It could be boxing or swimming, dancing, even just walking or going outdoors, whatever it is. Because if you just find that thing that you're passionate about, then you don't have to work so hard. You don't even have to set an alarm or to force yourself. Wherever you are right now, it's never too late. You can turn your life around. You can pivot, and not just in fitness, but even in career. If you don't like your job, you just switch. If you don't like your relationships, friendships, you can always change. So, because life is short and we all deserve to be happy.
Yeah,
Especially us girls.
very, very wise advice. I like that. I should follow that as well. But perhaps I don't think I'm able to get into running. I'm really not an endurance person. But let's see. Let's see. Thank you so much for your time, Olive. Thank you for sharing with us all about your fitness regimen, your goals. And thank you to Brandon, who lent some real-time comments. Hi, Brandon. Maybe you can come over and wave.
Brandon, come here. You say hi to people, Jacob. Come here. Hi. No, come here. Just say hi for a little bit.
Hi.